Beauty and crystals are one of my favorite topics. I could talk about it for days. Because really, what is beauty? Beauty is loving yourself. It's about feeling confident. It's about owning who you are inside and being completely comfortable with who you are and right now in this moment. And I think that most of the most beautiful women that I've ever seen are the ones that just know who they are, they own themselves, and that inner light, that inner radiance, that inner grace is what makes them truly beautiful. But as somebody who's a researcher, I always kind of like to look to the past. What did ancient civilizations do for beauty? Because beauty has been around a long, long time. If you look at the Egyptians, they used to ground lapis and malachite together, and they would use it for eyeshadow. There's a lore that at one point, the Egyptian women would go down to the Nile and there would be rose quartz, and they would splash the rose quartz water all over their face because it was believed to eliminate wrinkles. Aquamarine is known as the mermaid stone. And another lore is that the mermaids would hold this aquamarine under the water in treasure chests. Modern times say that you could drink aquamarine water and it helps to regenerate your cells, which acts as the fountain of youth. So why do we want to use crystals to help us with beauty? Because crystals help us to reconnect. They help to ground us. And sometimes when we feel that we want to be nurtured and we want to allow ourselves 20 minutes, it's sometimes hard to get out of our head. So we need the help of crystals to help us get into our body, to say, you know what, you're worth it. Take the time to nurture yourself, to love yourself, to just be proud and own who you are. And using these sacred and beautiful crystal grids on your face are really, really powerful. If crystals are something, especially quartz crystal, that we can program, well, we could also program crystals to enhance our beauty, to help us tap into our inner light, to help us to glow and really own who we are, our differences, and getting out of the whole model that we all have to look one way. We just have to feel confident and own our own inner power. Crystals help us do that. So crystals and beauty are a very, very powerful way in a little amount of time to help you get there. There's a couple steps to do before you give yourself a crystal facial. Once you gather your stones, it's important for you to program them and give them a job. So you just you put them in your hand and you put your other hand over them and you can say, may these crystals be programmed with the intention of grace, beauty, and confidence. Also, after I have programmed my crystals, I like to take my right hand and put it over my third eye. And then I will say the affirmation that I just programmed my crystals with 7 times to clear my third eye. I am beauty, grace, and confidence. I'm 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 beauty, grace, and confidence. What this does is it helps to clear your mind. It helps to reprogram what your intention is, as well as the programming of the stones that you're going to lay on your face. I think it's really important to set the whole environment. Light a candle, light some incense, put on some music, and make sure that you lay down in a place or an area that's going to be undisturbed for about 20 minutes where you can fully let go and fully relax. Another idea to do before you give yourself a crystal facial is you could get one of your most favorite sheet masks and put that on first and lay the crystals on top. Today I'm just going to show you a crystal facial without a mask, but that's an easy addition. For the anti-aging crystal facial, you're going to need 5 stones, 2 aquamarine, 2 rose quartz, and 1 lepidolite. I like to place the lepidolite over the third eye. Lepidolite is a very tranquil, soothing stone. It has a reputation to be great for beauty, self-love, and expansion. I then like to put a piece of rose quartz on the top of the forehead and on the chin. The two pieces of aquamarine are then placed on the cheeks. The combination of these stones together bring in the energy of beauty, of tranquility, of youthfulness. And while you sit there for the next 20 minutes, allow yourself for your mind to let go and just feel the beauty of who you are right now. Allow yourself to be self-nurtured. Allow yourself to just feel your whole face, your energy, and your body be reconnected to the energy of the earth. Also think, what does anti-aging and beauty mean to you? And what are some things that you could do right now to love yourself more, just as you are? Embrace that. You don't need to do anything or be anything different than you are right now. Love yourself with the energy of the earth, and get reconnected. Now we're going to do the detox facial. And sometimes when we're stressed out or there are things going on in our life that are negative or bringing us down, or we're going through change, it often shows up in our face. This facial helps us to let go of all the stress and the anxiety or anything that's being attached to our emotions, so that they could be drained from our body and that our face can get clear, as well as our mind and our mental state of being. This is a really great facial to do if you're breaking out, or you just feel as if you're completely in your head and you need to let go. Once again, you want to program your crystals. You put them on your hand, you put your other hand over it, and you say an intention. I release negativity, stress, and tension from my life. After you've programmed your crystals, you're going to say that same affirmation. I release negativity, stress, and tension from my life. You're going to say that 7 times over your third eye. That will help you to clear the energy. I definitely think that this particular facial is great with more of a drying type of a mask, maybe a mud or a clay mask, to clear any extra oils or any acne or any blemishes that might be on your face. First, I put quartz crystal. That goes over to the third eye. It helps you to get clear on what's going on and maybe help you to bring things into perspective. Shungite is placed on the cheeks. Shungite is the great neutralizer. It helps to bring everything back in balance. It helps to bring good and bad, stress and relaxation, and bring it into neutrality. Tourmalated quartz goes on the forehead and on the chin. That is a really powerful to help you let go, once again bringing clarity. Sometimes it's easier for us to make things bigger than they are. This helps you to bring everything back into perspective. As our mind clears, as we relax, maybe something that we thought was so big is really brought into perspective, and it's no longer big, and it's brought into the real state of where it is not now. When we get our mind and our emotions under control, our face clears up and everything becomes more harmonious. This is a very, very powerful crystal facial to do to help you get back into a relaxed, non-anxiety state. This is the stress-free facial. Sometimes this is a good one to do in the morning. If you maybe don't have time for a full meditation, or you just want to start the day in more of a calm state. So you, once again, you program your crystals, and I like to do on this one, I am peace. I am peace. So after you have programmed your crystals to hold the intention of peace, once again on the third eye, 7 times. I am peace, 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 I am peace. This facial is amazing to do after a day of work, after maybe having a stressful day with the kids, or just life in general. It helps you to just get calm and recentered. And sometimes 20 minutes to get realigned and recentered can do and make the difference in how you feel for the rest of the day. It helps you to change your state into one of peace and tranquility. I like to put the amethyst on the third eye, as well as the fluorite on the third eye area. Celestite is an amazing stone for attracting angels. It's a reminder that we are never alone. There's always help and support around us. Just looking at the stones alone makes you feel more tranquil and calm. This is an amazing facial, crystal facial that you could do on your children, that you can do whenever you need, just to kind of check in and reclaim your peaceful spirit. This is the Sweet Dreams Crystal Facial, and it's really a great one to do right before you go to bed. And once again, program your crystals, place them in your hand, put the other hand above, and say, I have a restful sleep. I sleep restfully. That affirmation is once again programmed into your third eye 7 times. I sleep restfully. I have a restful night's sleep. I have a restful night's sleep. I have a restful night's sleep. This one is a perfect to do right when you're getting to go to bed. And sometimes what might happen is you might actually fall asleep with the crystals on your face, but that's okay because they might tumble off during the night, but they're small enough that they shouldn't harm you in any way. We have 2 labradorite. We have 2 labradorite and 3 blue lace agates. I like to put the labradorite on the third eye, another one on the chin. Blue lace agate goes above, and then on the cheeks. This is really nice to do. I know a lot of people are listening to sometimes music before they go to bed, or helping them get into more of a relaxed state. And really sitting there, sometimes you could add some frankincense to the soles of your feet to help you get to bed at night. But really trying to do that mantra over and over and over again while you have the crystals on your face. Really helps to get into that state of sleep. It helps your body to program that it's now time to go to bed. Also, this is great to do because it gets you off your phone, and it really creates the space and the programming for a restful night's sleep. Rose water spritz is an amazing way to make your face hydrated. It has a beautiful smell which makes you happy. You only need a few things. You need a glass blue spray bottle, and that's important because it keeps the spray into a dark environment. You want to have 6 small pieces of rose quartz, which we are going to program, and then you want to have your favorite rose water, which you could get at most health food stores. So all you do is you put your rose water into the blue bottle. You take your 6 pieces of rose quartz and you place them in your hand and you program them. And you want to say, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful. You want to say this 6 times. And the reason you also use 6 rose quartz is because 6 is the number for love. Once you have all your components in the spritz, just shake it, hold your bottle once again, and say your affirmation one more time while all the components are together, and say, I am beautiful, I am confident, I am graceful, whatever words that you want to be infused into your energy field, program your spritz with that. It's really important that you spritz your face because it helps to keep it hydrated. But when you use the jade roller, you want to make sure that your face is completely moist and hydrated. And it's also a nice pick-me-up during the day, because at around 3 o'clock, if you start feeling a little tired or restless, you could easily spray yourself, and it gives you that pick-me-up of beauty, of love, and of happiness. carry it in your purse, have it in the morning when you wake up, and at nighttime you could spritz yourself before you go to bed. It's a great way to always feel happy, connected to the energy of love, and also be connected to that grace within yourself. This is a jade roller, and I love it. And the reason I love it is because, first of all, let's not even talk technicalities, which I'll get into with you, is that just sometimes when I'm stressed out and I'm just like, gosh, what's going on? I just love rolling it on my face because it just feels so good. And you know what? As humans, we like to do what feels good. But if you want to get a little bit more technical, it helps to drain your lymphatic system. It helps you to get that youthful glow, and it helps to plump the skin. Now, the thing with the jade roller is you always want to spritz your face first with that rose quartz spritzer. So you want to make sure that your face is really dewy and hydrated. And you want to cut your face in half. So you want to make sure that you do all one side. You want to take it all the way down for the lymphatic drainage. So you never want to cross like this. You want to cut your face in half, and then you want to drain it all the way down, and going from the cheeks and drain it all the way down. And then you do that on the other side. And just that rolling feels so good, and you can almost feel the tension and the anger or the sadness or anything that we hold in our face releasing. Another cool thing is you could also put this in the refrigerator. So ever wake up in the morning after a hard night and you have puffy eyes? Having this cold and just rubbing it underneath your eyes helps to really get the puffiness down. And once again, helps to relax. One of my friends told me anger is aging. So all these emotions that we store in our face, roll it away. Let your energy be free and do what the ancients did, where they rolled their face to beauty. I'm sure you see it a lot right now. It's really hot. A lot of dermatologists are using this in their facials, and now you could have one too and do it at home. So there's a lot of crystal beauty techniques, ranging from crystal facials to jade rollers to rose quartz spritzes. There's endless things that you can do with the energy of the earth, minerals, to help you beautify your life. If you want any more information, check out our blog at energymuse.com for more beauty secrets and techniques.